taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. From downtown Minneapolis. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Raymond on the return.
Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time, and at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Running from the gun with Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 9. First down, Tennessee.
9 yards.
It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
The Vikings take over.
The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his 3rd year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
8 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Cousins now from the 50. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to give that big advantage early.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Thielen brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Minnesota.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. First down, here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on first.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On third down, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They try again with Cook. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. To throw is Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You always admire a guy who can go through his progressions and find the open receiver. I believe we just saw that there.
And we admire him just a little bit more when it goes for a touchdown. The extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
Ryan Tannehill.
A gain of 6 there on first.
His pass complete to Jonnu Smith. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd and 4.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
2nd and 9. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
That's good.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is the ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 23. And he'll throw right away. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did. Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Here's Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Cook. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's caught, Smith. And now look at this, big gain, the fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
The 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins now. That's complete to the receiver Thielen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Complete.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Shoves him aside. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A 6-yard
gain of 6 there on 1st
and 4 at the Titans' 5-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive on the tape. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll air this one out deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 36. Again, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. Not much there, only a yard.
To Jonnu Smith. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
Now it's second and 9. Tannehill throwing again. It's caught. Humphries. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To the air again, Tannehill. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Titans.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Tannehill on first down. That is caught at the 7. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the second round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You've got 2 big targets who can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3. They got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
That's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.